I like that one. Yeah. You are listening to the Lost Minds. You say it, that sounds better. You are listening to the Lost Minds podcast.
Let's get this session started with a deep breathing exercise. And by deep breathing exercise, I mean, see on the inside.
Hello. What are you doing? Just making a podcast. Bet you cool. 7, 5, 4. Never actually is going. But you said to have everything ready.
Yeah, before we start babbling.
Ready, player,
That's
the way
to brick.
do it, though, because it's better to kind of
Ready, player, brick.
preface.
Ready, player,
No.
brick.
It's kind of like Ready Player One.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm fucking
In that case,
Damn, dude.
cup of tea.
This is the attempt of, I guess, a role play. So I guess you're still down or whatever. But so because just that one day we decided to do the role play, so I went home, took some devil's lettuce, went deep into the devil's garden of YouTube, and watched a bunch of like Dungeons and Dragons weird shit like that, and so seeing how actually really hard it is to write fucking role plays.
Yeah.
That's why I'd be tight to get a real.
You
someone who
you
really
watched
does.
it, and you were like, this is pussy.
Some of them are hard, dude. Especially the dungeon master. They have to make these guys, and then you be like talking like that. You have to like the guy changes his voice and becomes all these characters, and it was actually pretty good. Some of the dudes.
Gay.
I was surprised. Like, well, when Snow was telling me about it and stuff, I'm like, dude, that would be down to hear that because like the way he was like talking, they make some pretty crazy stories. And after now, because you have to create, different options with the narrative. And so I hope this even makes fucking sense. To be honest.
All right, let's open it
All
up.
right, you guys ready? All right, first, we can make it random-ish.
I want to be blue if we have to pick.
All right, that's already started.
Well, no, red's kind of like, no, I'll blue. I ain't going to fucking
Shoot, dude.
wuss out.
Should I have it? No, I guess it doesn't matter. You guys can't. My handwriting's so bad. So when I hand you these things, also I hope that you can
Read them?
read them.
That's,
See, how do I want to start?
I can't read. I'm retarded, so.
Here we go. All right,
Special.
so this is the part because I sent it to you, and then you read a part of it because the fucking photos on the iPhone are way good. Remember, the guy sent him the photo on the iPhone. He's like, all I had to do was zoom in a little bit, and I could read it. But luckily, I had this up here because I had thought it was funny because I said it to you guys or whatever, and I told my mom, and she's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "That would be good, and that's a good reaction." And so, although this would be funny just to mess with, anyways.
The hell's wrong with you?
I tried to do something kind of similar to the Ready Player One because that was kind of what the narrative that was from the last time. But so essentially, this is the first story of.
Do we have to read all that?
Oh, I'll be reading it to you.
Okay, good.
But there'll be some reading, but not really. You guys will have to talk. But that was the thing too. So with the idea with the game, it was basically I was going to do it. It was going to be a mission, which is a 1-hour time limit, basically.
Okay.
Or we can, if you want to, we can switch it to 45 minutes. But that only just makes you guys have to be a little bit quicker because it's basically instead of it like a Dungeons
I
and
can start
Dragons.
a timer if you want me to.
We could do that. We could do an hour, 45 minutes. I was thinking an hour.
Okay, up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B.
All ammo
Select
has been restarted.
All ammo. Woohoo!
And so that was the thing too, because I have like the, I guess the NPCs or whatever, so different characters. So you'll have to end up, if you interact with.
Okay.
But that was the thing. There's certain things when you interact in Dungeons and Dragons, you roll some shit. You roll the dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have certain karma point or credit points, and it like tells you you're allowed to do it. What I was thinking is we could do either rock paper scissors if it's an interaction or command with a person, and then best 2 out of 3 wins. Because also I was gonna do like I guess we can go more into it, but you can I guess if you were to challenge them, so you'd have to challenge them to a duel. But you don't have the dice, so you can't roll it. So I was going to be either do the rock paper scissors.
We could probably get an app for dice.
Wait, are we hating each other in this
No,
story?
you two are working together. I'll be everything else. I'm the NPCs. I'm the everything. I'm the computer. I'm all that.
Oh, wow, what ego.
So I have to read all that, dude. That's how it is, dude. The Dungeon Master.
Ego.
That's why when when Snow was telling me about it, it's a lot of work, dude.
All right.
That's why it's kind of funny how much effort and passion some people put into it. I'm like, damn, dude. I mean, they basically written a book. You can write a few books or something, but then they take that narrative, of
All right.
Dungeons and Dragons. But then, if that's what you wanted to do, we could do a flip for an action. So if you were to like walk into a building and be like, "Can you enter?" You know, you have to flip the coin, and if not, then you have to try something different.
We can do higher or lower, depending on how much.
And then I was thinking the flip for the
So
action
there's
between
12 total.
those type of things. But when a person, so if it was like a duel or action between the person, it would have to be rock, paper,
Dude,
scissors.
I just know I'm going to die really quickly.
So if it
Dude,
lands,
yeah, you can die
if
easy,
it
dude.
lands higher than 6, it's positive. If it lands
He's got
lower-
dice. Look at that.
Oh, dude, is that an app?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, that's
Android
really cool,
only.
and it looks pretty realistic too. Dice,
It matches
dude, you
the color of
you
my
you
table.
set that dice. No setting the dice, dude.
No setting dice.
No setting dice. Why do they say that? Do you feel like you can get a better roll that way? Or?
No. I think, well, some people say you can, but some people say you can't. I think it's all just dumb luck, but who knows? Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's why the wall on the craps table has got those triangles. It's to throw the dice off.
Oh, and
And your dice are technically supposed to hit the wall.
Yeah, I feel
Or
like,
is they count as dead dice.
see, yeah, I feel like it's bad juju if it hits anything before it hits the wall.
Mine too. Like if it hits a
has
stack
to-
of chips.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's why I put a stack of like 50s
to block it.
on the field line. Oh, 12. There you go, winner. It's like, yes.
You put it all up there,
Winner.
it bounces into your thing. 7 craps. Oh, what do you know?
What do you know? Everybody loses.
Yeah.
There goes $5,000. All right, yeah. Let's start this weird
All right,
story.
So I guess here's the background. You guys are 2 house cats in downtown Japan.
I fucking knew it.
You're trying to escape to the cat island,
What kind of cats are we?
Calico. One is Oswald and the other is Timothy. You are 2 house cats that are stuck in downtown Japan. Also, you're like undercover samurai.
Ooh, I like that part.
Yeah, you're ready to break free and live the wild samurai life on Cat Island.
Ooh.
You want to stop at nothing now,
We're gonna be
and you
running
have
cats.
the need to live a cat-free samurai life. You have both just finished suffocating your owner and getting ready to head out on your mission before you stop and think, hey, let's eat his face. So we eat the face, and both of you guys look back and they realize that everything that you ever wanted has always been right here, right in front of each other, and then you guys decided to live happily ever after. Yeah. And I put that there to see if you'd read it, and so like when he put it on there, I fucking got his ass, dude.
Oh,
Give away my fucking mission, dude. Oh.
So that wasn't real?
Oh, no.
No, I put that there, and I was like, it was funny because when you read it, I'm like, damn, because I didn't realize it was that good. And then you zoomed in on it, and you're like, I can see it was a cat thing. I was like,
Oh, I got you, dude.
dude, there's too much going on over here, and I knew you were sneaky.
So what? That was just nothing.
That's a lie. Yeah, it's just nothing. That was.
Well, thanks for wasting my time.
Hey, well, you read. Look at that. You're reading the thing I sent from before. All right, so you want to be blue?
My blue character?
Okay, let me see if I have. You want to be blue?
Sure.
Okay. One's blue, one's red. Let me stick these over here. Damn, we have like no space. They have like.
Do you want me to
some
grab
more
up
shit.
something? Let me grab
No, this is
something.
good. I'll set it down.
Could you make some more space, too?
Dude, we'll put it there.
What?
So
Is
there's,
this
like,
going to be the
essentially
map?
The map.
Okay,
4
the
corners.
map is...
Don't read the names yet. I'll read.
I'm not going to read the names. I'm just going to describe it. It's like 4 intersections coming together into a square roundabout.
What do you guys think?
And in the middle, it looks like maybe barbed wire
Yeah, here I'll set it up, I guess, for the beginning.
and like some half-assed sidewalks on the edges.
So essentially, the map is a small planet. The town, it's a small planet, and it has the town of the name of Benji. It is a Mars-like planet, sand, and frequent with sandstorms. Therefore, you only have an hour before the next incoming sandstorm before you don't leave. That's the idea. That's the idea of the mission. That's the side part or whatever. But it's a central hub for trading and manufacturing on the planet. And anything you need or anything you can find, this would be the place. It's a DIY planet, all kinds of walks of life. Everything is here because it's a neutral planet. Everything is tradable. Everything is also sellable. You are allowed to challenge people for duels. This way, it keeps everything legit and neutral.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that way, so if you have a beef, you keep it to each other. You don't have to bring everybody in. There's no, here's that. That's why there's like the thing in the middle.
Oh, that's the duel arena.
So yeah, you could like just do off and die, dude. Or you could try and find. Oh shoot, dude. You could try and find the naked goat. Let's see, and then
Naked goat, not like that.
yeah, it's just kind of like a place where they have the honest outlaws code. Okay, let's see. It's mostly filled with shacks and warehouses throughout the whole town. It's a sequence of mainly just businesses. There are 4 major players in the entire town. All of them are located on the corners. This is the one corner is the local deli. The second is the Goldman's Pawn Shop. The third is Marv's Ultimate and Universe Ultimate Supply Shop. This is the fourth, the very fourth one is the Pleasure Dome.
Ooh, I like that one.
So this is it's supposed to be a trade place, you know, so you can trade everything. The Pleasure Dome, you have trade. What do you trade there, you know? You trade pleasure. You know, Marv's is the universe. You trade anything you find in the universe. Pawn, you know, you probably get something you might get, you know, in the black market-ish. Some you pawn and you find in some weird stuff. And in the deli, you know, everyone's got to eat. Yeah, okay. So the each has its own corner and is completely different. Also, they're ran in their own ways. And they go on in a fashion of controlling 25% of the avenue or revenue of the planet. Each business is open for all sorts of changes in any form of walk of life. The setup is that you are 2 private investigators. Both are addicted to work and completing missions at all costs. So no matter what happens, you have a samurai-like code to get the mission or die. All right, that's why you have to. That's why you guys want to complete the mission. So don't be trying to like ditch out. You have like you're basically samurai, kind of ish, but not really.
Okay.
I guess if that's the thing.
Is this the premise?
Kind of, yeah. This
Okay.
would be the setup of it. All right. So you're like just 2 basically investigators and stuff. And you want to, you have to complete your mission at all costs. Blah blah. You guys together work together like yin and yang. So one has assets, the other one doesn't.
One good cop, bad cop.
Basically, you know, where
Okay.
you act, the
Cop.
other one picks up.
I'll
you
be the
know?
good cop.
So
I'll
you'd
be
be
the
like, you
fucking
basically
murderer
work
cop.
together.
For the real bad cop.
So just saying, you know, if one of you loses, if you do some crazy stuff and you die, the other one might not make it.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, because you know, you might be really distraught and have to cry or something. Yeah, for many years you've been doing this and you're close to retirement. This is only a few more. Oh, so you just took on a last quick little mission.
I feel like we're Bruce Willis in this.
Even though you're a little bit skeptical of the source. So you have just a small period of time entering the eye of the storm where you can head into the city to retrieve for 1 hour. All right. So, I guess should I give you guys your characters? Let me see.
Wow, you did a lot of writing.
It's
Sorry for
actually
the
not as
pen.
bad, dude. So you want to be blue?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. The objective is to find and return the notorious folder for the Fappening. It is the Golden Showers edition. Your source wants you to retrieve all the Golden Shower edition photos. Okay, and it is not because of the content of it, but it is more they want to be the first to release the thing for files for download. It is all about who was first to upload the new Fappening. So that's why your client, they're more concerned about being the first to do it, not necessarily the product. They just know it's good.
Can we read our characters?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me give almost. Hold on. You have 1 hour window to do this before blah blah blah. Yeah, you're stuck there. So the people love to trade. If you want to try, make a deal and use your time wisely to be cutting the right deal and get the job done. Don't waste your time on unwanted missions. Just saying. Or you never know. You never know. Also,
Pleasure Dome.
Also, if you get the files, do not get high on your own supply. Okay.
Okay.
Be trying to
So like
fappen.
fapping.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, and then everything has a price. Just
I
remember
hated that rule. I was hoping it wouldn't come
so,
up.
yeah, you can find out who your
Okay.
characters are. It has a little backstory. I hope you can read it.
I'll go first. Apparently, I'm Frank, the people's person. Yeah?
Oh, you're a people's perfect person, huh?
A bulldog orc. He comes from the planet New One. If it was a new planet that is always on, his people do not sleep. So his Bram tends to miss fired over heart.
That was probably brain. Here, maybe I should read it for you, dude.
Yeah.
I feel bad. It's probably I think I'm like retarded.
I'm like, and everybody.
Well, I should have get on bigger paper. I'm like, why did I write these ones on like little papers? So I was like, fuck, these ones are small. All right, so yeah, your bulldog orc comes from the planet New One. Blah blah. Everything is on. You sleep, and it has those. By not sleeping, his brain tends to misfire in the place of the sleep. He is the pilot, the first mate, and the gunner. Deals mainly with relations and communication as the real sweetheart of the group.
Nice.
All right.
I'm a little retarded.
And I'm
apparently.
Sammy. Do you want to read it or do you want me to?
If you want to read it, if you can.
Sammy is a genderless alien that is hypersexual and anti-sexual
At the same time.
at the same time.
Dude, that shit on Dr. Phil, I was like, dude, what the fuck? There's like some person. I was like, this is a character.
Kami Ron Scram, a planet with a lot of free chance.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's a planet that comes from with a lot of free choice.
Oh.
As a lot of heavy pressure to make sure that you use your free choice. He's normally in a bitchy mood, enjoys working hard and maintaining the spaceship. Expert engineer, the mechanic, and also the social security and muscle of the ship.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right?
This is kind of getting rapey.
All right.
What's your name again?
Sammy.
Sammy and Frank.
Yeah, he's in voices.
Dang, dude.
What's
you
your
were-
orc voice sound like?
My orc voice?
Yeah,
Just like this?
dude.
What, you're going to judge me now?
Yeah,
Microaggressions, bro.
I want your
Just-
voice to sound like an orc. Hello. Just kidding.
You can change my voice on there, and I can sound like an orc.
Hello.
Makes everybody go. Makes everybody go.
All right, where are we starting?
All right, so you guys
Pleasure
are just
dome.
off the edge. You arrive on the planet, and you let's see. The fuck did I write here, dude? Excuse my own self. Blah blah blah. Basically, you just head into you're in the outskirts of town. You head right into the middle of the town. You can either, you're at the outskirts, so you can come in. And you can either come in on any one of the sides. Right now, the act is yours. You two landed. You can choose what you want to do.
You're the
coming
pilot,
in.
so you get to choose where we're landing.
All right, we're going to Benji's Deli. I need to get me a sandwich. Do I have to roll?
That's what I say. Yeah, roll.
What does that mean? If I roll, we crash land somewhere else?
Possibly. So even number means you get to, odd not. Even. All right, so it works out. You guys head down the street, middle of it, and head to Benji's Deli. Enter Benji's Deli. I think I have a little card here. Give it more information. So Benji's Deli is owned and operated by Lewis, a large overweight octopus. Inside the deli bar are a few tables, an intergalactic beverage dispenser, and a machine where you can get drinks from anywhere. This is the most traveled spot in the town, and everyone passes through here because everybody needs to eat. Okay, so that's what Benji's old deli looks like. Okay.
That's classic.
Yeah, you guys are now in the deli.
Benji's Deli.
They had like characters and shit.
80s restaurant.
What I was watching, they had like some crazy computer board that was like generating stuff. I'm like, this is kind of cool because they had it on like a map board thing. But all right. You're now entering Benji's Deli. Inside the deli, yeah, you've seen it. So there's just inside. There's just the bar with the octopus behind. Handles everything. He's Lewis, owner, operator, the main man. He has his men, mafia style, but for the most part, it's just him and two other guys. There's a few chairs.
So we know if we need some questions answered, he's the guy. Mafia style.
I mean, you never know. It is not the largest spot on the planet, but it also is one of the most infamous. Everyone that comes here stops by Benji's Deli. Lewis is also the owner and operator of the deli. He's an old octopus who has been there for a really long time, longer than the planet has been known as Benji. Lewis is a priceless ally or the worst enemy, so don't get on his bad side or piss him off with the wrong typing of questions. If you want his help at all, make sure that you tend to his sweet spots. He knows a lot, especially a lot about the business of the trade and the trade of the business that comes through. All right. So, you enter the deli. What's your next option?
So I gotta ask. Benji's Deli is named after the planet Benji.
Mm.
Okay, I thought it was named after the guy named Benji, so I was like, who the fuck's this guy running it? And his name's not Benji.
There's a lot of misconceptions in this.
My brain was firing. Sorry.
Enter the deli. What do you do?
What do? We sit down at a table. Do I roll the dice?
Yeah, you went. Say you go to sit down at the table, roll the dice. Oh, even number. You sit down.
All right.
All right, Frank. I think we should do this good cop, bad cop. I'll get him in a bad mood, and then he'll come in, swoop in, be his friend, calm me down, and then he'll trust you.
All right.
and maybe you can get some questions out of him.
I like that.
So my attempt now, Dungeon Master, will be to walk up to Lewis and just be kind of angry and off-putting.
Okay. Go.
While I order a sandwich.
roll. So if it's even, then we'll go through it, and then you'll have to have an interaction with him.
Okay.
Yeah. If not. Oh, odd.
That's a 6.
As he heads up, Sammy heads up. One of the henchmen steps in front. Can I help you?
Ah, shit. No, you can't, but Lewis can.
Oh, damn! Another
It's gonna
one.
be a bad day.
Sit down, buddy.
All right, I'm just gonna be
Take
the
a
nice
number.
guy. I'm gonna be the nice guy. I'm just gonna walk up and order a sandwich,
A sandwich?
from Lewis himself. Oh, he doesn't even give me my fucking sandwich. He spits in it.
Like I told your buddy, huh? Take a number.
Shit, this isn't. We're gonna have to go fucking rogue. Kill the 2 bodymen,
All
and then
right.
we'll have him by himself.
Being
So
a muscle, I think I could do that.
yeah. So Brian goes attempt to break both.
How
their
many?
necks.
How many
Ooh.
fucking bodyguards are there?
He said there's 2.
There's only
Okay,
2.
we'll go 2.
All right.
You could break
Okay.
2 of their
That's
necks.
easy.
Let's
We have
do
to
it.
rock, paper, scissors me.
Dude, back on Omicron
3,
5.
but I was going to say 3 duels. You can challenge 3 people to fights and stuff. 3 fails is a death.
Oh,
I don't think we'll be able to
But it'd be
earn
sets of
his
3.
trust though if we do. But let's do it.
is
Fuck
it best 2 out of 3?
Wait, you can either duel, or you can take a ticket.
What's the ticket?
We have to see. I guess you could roll.
Fuck that. Just kick his ass, dude. I believe. Just kick their ass.
It'll be best 2 out of 3, and then something else will happen.
Okay, let's do it.
Duel?
Cool.
All right. Oh.
Yes.
Wait, ready?
Brian won that one. Brian won 1.
All right.
Oh no. Here we go. Oh shit, it's 1-1. No, dude, Brian got punched in the face by the bodyguard.
Bitch slaps him, sits him down. He's like, "What are you doing?" Oh no! Oh no! Another bad roll, dude.
It's an even.
So, were you gonna try and go back up for another attempt at the fight, or were you gonna try and head out of there?
Was
Was that for the roll?
Was
for
it
that
the
roll?
both of us fighting or just me?
Just you.
Just me. I'll go take a smoke break.
All right. Well, no, you tried to get away, and it was a negative roll. So I
No,
guess.
it's a positive roll.
Oh, is it? Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes out. Okay.
Shit.
Fuck.
Now I'm sitting there contemplating.
The fuck is
should I
going
do?
on?
Damn it, dude. What should I do? He's out there smoking. I'm in here. Do I have any weapons on me?
Good cup, bad cup. Yeah, dude, you guys are badasses.
Dude,
go
I'm the gunner.
fucking-
But you'd still have to be a duel, though. It'd still be the same. That's why.
Go talk to him. Explain that your friend was being shitty drunk or
You try
something.
and take a number.
I want to come talk to the bodyguards and get on their good side. Because I'm a sweetheart. So I'll roll the dice. 6. All right.
Be like, oh, okay, so you come up to me.
And I'm like, yo, dude, look. My buddy, he's had way too much to drink.
Hell.
We just flew in from planet Omicron to Persei 8.
Yeah, he's a real jerk, you know.
He hasn't really been himself. His family got killed. We're just here to order some sandwiches and maybe talk to Lewis about some business. He's expecting us.
All right. Well, if you'd like to take a number, and it'll take a couple minutes, and he'll see you.
All right, I'll take a number.
All right. You take the number. Oh, it's a 7. So instead of it being a 5-minute, you notice that he says the wait. It's going to be 10.
Oh, shit. 10
You have
minutes?
10 minutes. So you can either wait in there, or maybe you can, decide if maybe we can go out. Maybe. I mean, the world is yours, but right now, if you wait to talk to Lewis, you have 10 minutes to wait.
Fuck it. Let's go to somewhere else. Let's go to the
pond.
The pawn. Goldman's pawn. We roll for Goldman's pawn. We get into the 7. So it means we get stuck in the street, traffic or something, right? What happens?
Yeah, you don't make it to Goldman's Pond.
Fuck.
You notice it's closed. It says back in 15.
Damn it. Let's go to the Pleasure Palace. Roll. God damn it, we can't make it to the
There's
Pleasure
a line
Palace.
outside. It's a 10-minute wait.
All right, we're going to
Names are the
Marv's. We're going to
Go to
Marv's.
Marv's.
4. Hell yeah, we made it into Marv's, dude.
Make it into Marv's.
Fucking finally.
Marv is the ultimate splash shop. Marv is run by Bill. Bill is the most recent person to join the square, but also the most driven for the trade. His business prides himself on being the best and having everything in the universe, beating even what Walmart has, the 10th most expensive planet in the world. Store workers teleport you to wherever else you need to the different warehouses throughout the planet to take its unlimited stocking of warehouses. Workers are limited, so make sure you get in there and get in there and reserve a spot because your workers have to teleport you to each of the warehouses.
Damn, that looks like a third grader drew that.
Yep. It's like, what do you think I came up with the story?
All right, I want to find a coworker.
It's like
A worker.
Oh, hold on. Damn, dude.
I grab a coworker by the face.
Oh, you do. Hold on. It's okay. So, so Bill is the owner and operator of the fastest growing company in here. Lily is a robot that represents. Scotties are the automotive part seekers that run back and forth. Marv is the largest store in the square and the most flashy. Inside are large rows with displays all over the wall. It has all the different inventories and things you can go throughout the store. Mostly screens showing you all the hottest and latest items throughout the different warehouses. Also to keep them protection of everything safe. So that's why you can't know where everything's at. Can't really rob it. There's a million different warehouses throughout the entire planet. It has the walls of the display screen. There's nice chairs and refreshments for you to wait in the center for your turn to take your trip with one of your Scotties. Lily is sitting at the counter and the representative and operator owner. She is everything that is ran through her. She's a super rating operating system. Billy is filthy rich and just basically is a space keeper and spends most of his time racing through space and asteroids belts and trying to chase the latest thrills. Often is not even in house.
Is Lily a female robot?
Female fembot robot.
Okay. I want to walk up to the counter.
Okay, for the mobile. Yeah, okay. So as you enter, go.
I want to walk up to my counter, pull my wiener out, and ask her, what are we going to do about this?
Roll the dice.
4. Woohoo!
She's like, we're going to get you a Scotty.
Hey, what's a Scotty?
The robot to help you. It'll teleport you to a special place.
All right. Do I got to roll again to see where Scotty takes me?
Yeah, or no, yeah, you want to see where the Scotty takes you?
Oh, God.
So you do want to get on the Scotty? You want Scotty to take you? Because she says it's going to help you. You pull out your dick. Is this what exactly you're after? Is the mission? Is it a fappening?
Fuck. Yeah, let's do it. 12.
12.
Boom. That's a big boy number.
You enter the pleasure dome.
Instantly in the pleasure dome. No 12-minute wait or whatever.
These are also partnerships. They find that they work together 25%. This is the position of pleasure, so you've been teleported there. All right, now you're in the pleasure dome.
Woohoo! Dude, you see how fast I got in there?
That was good.
Yeah, not bad.
Perfect rolls.
I was just
Noticeable
gonna
by...
destroy her.
Okay, so let me show you the...
Brent's like, I was going to put a bullet in her brain.
So you see the thing. It's noticeable by its tit-like dome shape, which is the infamous by the operator, Dot. She is a one-breasted half-cat/human pimp. She operates and controls the entire pleasure dome. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Everyone has a pleasure, and she has all the services to supply you so for this, but everything has a price. So there it is.
Okay, there's the pleasure
Damn,
dome.
dude. Not so bad.
So what do
dude.
we have to trade or to barter with? Do we have any?
Let's see. So yeah, the pleasure dome was around here, but it's full of Dot's girls. Also, they come in all shapes and sizes. Also shapes, forms of gender, non-gender. But they're the only art and speciality they have is getting your money. The pleasure dome is a massive row full of sides rooms and different areas and center rooms for different places, pleasures, and pits. Is formed for all walks of life and generally filled with most of the different people. Everyone has a pleasure, so it comes to be developed. It is a happy place where you can stay the least, and also stay the longest if you need. In the back is a large room and a giant-sized bed where Dot usually resides. This is her pleasure, and this is her pleasure pit. So,
Did Brian
to work her, you would need to work her pleasures. Also, beware, because she wants yours.
Did Sammy come with me to the pleasure dome?
Yeah, dude, you guys are together, man.
Should we go to the back room? Should we go to her Dot's room?
A little roughed up, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Make our way.
talk her.
Yeah, make our way to Dot's room. Can we roll the dice?
Yeah, roll the dice.
Make our way to Dot's room.
8.
Ooh,
We
8.
made our way. We're right outside her door.
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
You enter Dot's room. Inside, just Dot sitting on the mattress. How can I help you, boys? Just,
Wait, what?
yeah, it's just. How can I help you? Just sound like a cat and.
Sounds like a midget.
How may I help you?
Old
Come on,
lady.
you gotta. I haven't even heard you guys' voices.
This
yet.
is my voice.
Batman.
I'm not the one.
All right.
My name's Frank. We're looking for...
What are we looking for? That's my thinking voice.
Oh, shit.
Fapatherium. Fap stories.
I forgot. My brain's broken.
We're looking for a folder.
Folder.
It contains...
Fap files. The Fap files. The fappening. There it is. The fappening. I got it. My brain
happening
worked.
files.
I was told on delivery you pulled your penis out.
Yes, I needed it to be taken care of.
What does the penis have to do with files?
The files will help the penis.
Yes.
Well, we have to roll to see.
Oh, shit.
Can you help us?
10.
Ooh.
That's an even number. Dude, I'm rolling hot. Bet on 9.
I can help you.
Nice.
Like, the only thing I can say... Oh, I have chocolate.
The only thing I can say.
Or what's a better cat's voice? The only thing I can say is certain people's pleasure and passion for being the first. I guess. Let's see. I guess what was my clue I have?
I'm confused.
I'm gonna say I don't want to give away my good clue already.
I pull
but
out
you
my
already told me
gun.
30
I'm
minutes.
Frank.
He's like, I just put my dick out. Did you put your dick away? I don't know yet.
I've been walking my wiener out for the last 15 minutes.
It's cold, all right?
Okay. She tells you that she'll be like, let's go for
Hey, how about every time
Have you been-
you say now, she's got to say meow.
meow. Okay. Have you checked out Goldman's pawn shop? Meow.
No, the place was closed. We ran into a barricade. What happened? We rolled a shitty dice.
I think someone was on lunch.
Yeah, on lunch.
Oh, he was on lunch.
They should be
Bastard.
back now. Try and see what kind of... Try and see what the sun has been up to.
The son of
The sun is
Kelly.
the son of Goldman's Pawn is your key source in this aspect. The only thing I can say is that out of all the trade that comes in and there, out of all the pleasure that comes in, he has the highest pleasure for being the first.
Okay, can I roll to put my wiener back in my pants?
Yeah.
Here it goes.
No.
7. God damn it! It's still hanging out.
Still hanging out. It continues to drag across the ground and build up callus and blood scratches.
All right, let's go to the fucking pawn shop.
Brian, roll.
Oh, you go to leave. You go to leave. Can
We
you
gotta
leave
leave.
the pleasure down, dude?
All right, let's leave the pleasure down. God damn it, we're stuck. It's too good in here.
Before you leave, she's like, "What about me?"
So I turn around because I'm already ready,
I'm genderless, so...
and I go to finish the job.
Wait, see. Oh, roll the dice. If you're finishing the job, what's the job?
Fucking.
Fucking, huh? Sounds like more of like a duel than a roll.
Oh shit! Do I got a
Ooh,
duel?
This is the pleasure dome. Thinking
Oh
different.
shit! All right, I'll duel Dot. Damn it,
Brick with
losing.
1. Admin with 1. Admin.
Yeah, I won. I dominated Dot.
Fucking brings it home. Loses the hammer.
I don't call it.
Fuck, what was
That's beautiful,
Thor's
meow.
hammer called?
Thor's hammer?
Yeah.
Let's go.
There's a name for it. God damn it. Google it.
Ragnarok.
But that's what I call it. All right, so now
Ragnarok.
we...
Heck no, you roll. You're out. Boom.
All right, we're
Boom.
leaving. We rolled a 10. We're heading over to the Goldman's Pawn.
Enter, or you're heading over to Goldman's Pawn. All right, go to enter Goldman Pawn. You rolled to enter the door.
To leave the building. I'm going to enter into Goldman's Pawn. 12. We're in Goldman's
Boom.
Pawn.
Enter Goldman Pawn. By the time you go back there, yeah, they're back. It's owned and operated by Goldman's son. Inside, he is working the counter. They have some things on display, but
Mjolnir.
in a
That's what I
catalog.
call him.
All their inventory is in the back. It's not here for browsing. If you think you're here for browsing, you're possibly in the wrong place. They are small in nature, but he is a big, fat penguin. He wears a gold suit and protects his identity, but everybody knows by his penguin shape. One has to go through him at a time. So it is a first come, first served basis.
Yeah, first come. Okay.
Okay. So that's it. All right. So I kind of put two. Dude, I should have done more on the big ones because I put too much writing on those little ones. All right. There's Goldman's Pond. All right. Inside, the lobby is quite small. There's a few chairs, mainly just a counter. Digital catalog sitting on the counter. Few items. Most items are for sale. You already know. Yeah, if you're here for browsing, you're in the wrong place. Right behind the main counter, there's a door that leads to the office where the owner, Roel Goldman, who is both the oldest and the owner. He looks older, but also looks the exact same as his son, who is... What's his name? His name is Mar. They love money and they love trade. Mar has taken over for the operations and is a spitting image with a crazier craze and drive. Some even say he is even more greedy than his father, who is the most notorious man on the planet.
All right, I want to walk up to Mar Goldman and ask him what he knows about the fappening.
Roll your dice.
God damn it.
Doesn't work. Take a number. I'll walk up to him.
I know you don't take a number. I don't like your attitude.
Oh, shit.
I want to challenge you to a duel.
Oh, fuck.
All right, he challenges you to a duel.
This whole thing's going to happen and my wiener's still out.
Damn it.
Damn it, I lost.
Bitch slaps Frank out of there. Boom.
Do I fly outside the building?
Yep, you're outside, Sammy. You're the only one inside.
All right. I'll talk with Mar.
All right, roll.
Oh, shit.
You want a piece too?
It's a duel. Brian hits scissors. Brick hits scissors on paper.
Oh!
Brian hits paper on rock. Brian wins.
Slammy slams him on the ground with chokehold, hand against his neck.
Can I attempt to walk back in?
Now you start pumping him for information.
All right.
Oh, yeah, so you can attempt to walk back. Roll and see if you can get back in.
God damn it, the door
sign,
was locked.
Sign appears on the door. Admiral notices back in 5. Admiral's waiting outside for 5 minutes. Count it down right now. Bam.
All right.
Boom.
Time to talk.
He's got him in there. Brian's pumping him for information. What do you ask him?
Mar, I know you have something valuable, and I want to help you. Tell me what I can do for you to get what I want.
Roll the dice.
8.
Boom. Mar's laying there scared. His back's against the wall. He's like, okay. It's on me. But you have to find it. I have them. I have the folders.
Can I roll to put my wiener back in my pants?
You got to do it, dude. It's been distracting. It's
All
making
right,
noise.
here it goes.
All
Frank
right, guys.
rolls to put his wiener back in. He gets it. It's back in his pants.
Finally.
Fucking, it was getting breezy out here.
Where do I find these files?
Now you have to roll again. Does he give up the plot, or do you have to pump him more? He's like, I'll never give it up. He kicks you off. Challenges you to one more duel.
Fucker.
Now you know the files are on him.
God damn it. Brick wins with a paper over rock.
Damn.
Brick wins with...
He pushes him back.
Son of a bitch. I pull my gun out.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, his gun is stuck in the holster. I want to jump through the window.
Hey, was it 5
I can
minutes?
see Sammy's in trouble. I want to jump through the window.
Jump through. You have a gun too. Oh, it's
God damn it.
like rock solid.
Window's rock solid. It ain't working.
Admir's got 3 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
Damn.
Boom. You realize right when you pull your gun out, boom, he pulls his out. Mexican standoff.
Oh,
Right now. So how many times have you failed on a duel?
Twice.
You're getting beat up twice. Okay, you're getting close to getting beat up. Bam, you're face to face.
I want to draw my gun and fire through the window at the fucking kid, right in his knee.
Okay.
Yes, it fucking works.
Admir pulls out it. Oh, I guess Frank pulls out his noisy cricket. Blasts a hole through the door. Hits Mar in the leg. Boom.
Hell yeah. You got an advantage now, bro.
And now what?
Now I take his gun.
What's going on?
I take his gun.
Wait,
Or is he
ooh.
dead? Did you say he's dead?
Hit him
No,
in
hit
the
him in the
leg.
knee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now you got to roll for his.
Search his body.
No,
Or is he still alive?
7.
Oh, he's still alive. Boom, he pushes you off, shoots at you, but misses. So you know he's still alive. Now what?
Fucking kick
I
the
guess
door
Admir's
open, let
turn.
Frank in.
What do you,
Open up the door. Let me in.
Boom!
6. Boom, I'm in.
inside, bam. Both you guys run up there. Standing there, he's in a standoff. He's shooting at you guys. Both you guys got your guns ready to go.
I shoot at the arm where he's got his gun. God damn it, I missed.
I take a shot at it.
Boom! Oh, miss, dude. This is
God
like,
damn,
he's
dude.
like just slowly scooting behind the counter.
All right,
I run in the back and grab his dad as hostage.
Have you just shot him over the counter? Okay. Oh,
Boom, I
he
got
has
his
him.
dad.
Pull him over. You grab his dad, you put the gun up against his head and bring him out. Or you're standing in his office with the door wide open as he's looking behind the counter and he sees your dad there standing hostage.
And I
Now
tell
it's
him,
Brian's
give up.
turn. Right?
All right.
Your
Boom,
turn.
he's got the gun pointed at Admir. Drop it.
Listen here, Marv. We got you surrounded. We got your father. We're going to kill him, regardless of what the outcome is. So give us your folder, and we'll let you live.
God, the 7s, dude.
All right. He wants his dad to go.
Fucking
He's greedy, right?
Mars' greed is stronger than you realize. He shoots through his dad to shoot at you. Bam, 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 bam.
That's me. He's shooting at me because I'm helping his
Oh,
dad.
okay. Bam. Yeah, drops Admir behind, or doesn't shoot Admir. Admir drops behind the table. Boom. Dad's dead. This is
Fuck, this is brutality.
okay. Whose turn is it now?
Oh, it
Boom.
is.
He's ready to go. So he's shooting back and forth. He's sliding out.
I take another shot at his face.
Boom. Snake eyes.
Right in between the eyes. You can't get any better than that,
Headshot.
boy.
Falls
Fucking
down.
brains everywhere.
Bam. Man's down. You know he has the files. You have. Man, good timing, dude.
Yeah, we have
Damn,
enough
boys are doing
time.
good.
Frank, he has the files on him. He told me.
It's up to you.
We're going to have to search his cavities. Not his teeth either. We're going to have to go on the butt.
All right.
Listen.
So I put on some thick 8mm gloves.
We're going to need a hole to enter. We're going to need it. We're going to need Thor's hammer.
Mjolnir. We
Rolling
can't
for
use
Thor's hammer.
No.
5. Oh, Thor's hammer's out of commission.
All right, so I'm going in doctor style with some gloves, looking for the files.
I find it.
11.
Oh, 11.
God
Started
damn it.
searching, you can't seem to find him. You're like, what? I looked in his butt, I look in his mouth, you look in everything, in that order. Shit.
He had to have swallowed them. We're going to have to open him up.
Open up his chest cavity.
With 8, it works.
Out, blue guts come out, and you pull out of a baggie, just like the Fifth Element. The inside are the files. You found the files.
Great.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
you've caused a commotion, you've shot everything up, you're getting ready to go. You're heading out. What do you do next?
We want to stop at the door and look outside, make sure that there's an ambush ready for us. A 5, that doesn't work. The
You
door.
notice that the town's unity is strong. Majority of the people are out there. Lewis, because you have a bad standing reputation with him, is no longer on your side. Him and his henchmen are outside. Who the hell?
What the fucking witchcraft?
Yeah, what the
10. Back door's
Ooh,
open.
You both sneak out the back. You're heading to the warehouses.
What is going on?
6.
Boom! What the fuck? Boom! You guys head out
Magic.
into the wood. You run up to your ship. You run to your ship. Now what happens?
Now, I turn the ship, I direct Admir to turn the ship towards the fucking deli, and I tell him to shoot that fucking place up.
I get in my machine gun and I start tearing it up with my gun.
Boom!
Nothing.
You guys light the town. You paint the fucking town orange because of all the tracer rounds are so bright. Afterwards, you level the town. You go to fly off. Mission complete.
Gone.
Planet's done, dude. You
Dude, we did it with like 8 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
I could have spent more time in the pleasure dome.
Back to the pleasure. No, hey, you could went back, dude. Yeah, not bad, dude. That's pretty good.
Is that it? Where are we taking the files?
You guys did pretty. Well, that's it, dude. You just had to get out of there in time so the other person could be first. I didn't think that. Well, I had a bunch more like things set up, but like that was with the timing, to hopefully slow you down. But once you like get through them all, so it works out good.
Oh, so we hit all 4 spots.
But I was gonna do like that too. So like how you did it like it was funny, like perfect, because I was like, well, if you go to this place, they can take you wherever, and if you can't get into certain places, if that was what you wanted, and that was the thing.
So me taking my dick out to the bot was
with a pleasure. Yeah, the pleasure, dude.
It was perfect. I thought of it. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking genius.
If you'd have like demanded greed or whatever, then it would have been the opposite.
I was
if you'd been like trying to be like glutton, it would have been like food place or whatever else in the warehouses, and do like some Indiana Jones thing. I had like weird, like, but only dumb like little
just dumb luck.
waste time.
Got
things.
us in the right spot.
And with the duels, I thought one of you would be dead, but damn, dude, you guys.
Yeah, I almost died.
I don't know. It was. I think it's a little better. That was good with the dice like that,
That was good.
and with the role play thing.
That was pretty funny.
I think we should
we
try
got there
it.
so dumb. The only reason I did that was because I was like, "There's a fembutt." I was like, "I'm gonna pull my wiener out." She's like, "We can take you over here." I'm like, "Fuck it, let's
She's
go."
like, I'm with that. I'm game with that. I like that.
Oh
Hell
god,
yeah.
that was great. Dumb
That was
luck.
not bad. That was
We
really
prevailed in the end, dude. It
Now,
kinda-
if you want to try, we can do the cat one.
it felt scripted, honestly, but it was completely random.
So that's what's good about it, because like that's kind of how they do it. They make that base storyline or whatever. Because I mean, I'm not sure how they do it with that, but I feel like you could do a lot of fun games like this where you had maybe people do Pictionary style shit.
Oh man, that was pretty fun.
Maybe if we did like accents and stuff. Oh, that would like be for that tone. That would be cool. That'd be really cool.
Morty.
Damn. What else did you miss? You guys pretty much like. I guess I had more like bullshit stories, but not bad. I only did that all in one night. I probably could have done.
Really?
more
You
time.
wrote all that up in one day?
Pretty much. Well, I watched all of it in one day, and then I like the next day or next night or whatever. I just started writing a bunch of these stupid things out. Once I started thinking about what I'm like, what would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to think of make a place like that, utopian place, greed, trade, type, whatever. I guess I didn't set up the map enough, but I wanted it to kind of seem like a Blade Runner type, that fucking whatever style.
I just
Ready
wish
for
I had
one?
the name of Mjolnir before. Took me a second to
it
get
worked
it
out
down.
perfectly.
Mjolnir?
I wish we could have gotten into
Oh, so I was trying to think of names.
the penguin's body with it.
Yeah. That would have been terrible. Brian's like, we have to use Mjolnir to get inside. I'm like, no, not Mjolnir. He already rolled the dice.
I just barely got him back in.
I just barely rolled. I had to walk around the entire planet.
You can see where I've walked in this town.
There's just like a fucking
A drag.
Have you guys ever role played though before, or like played like a game like that, like Dungeons and Dragons?
No. Not yet.
That was pretty good.
I gotta go.
Damn,
Bladder call.
that's pretty good though for like, because
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Good job, man.
Well, I mean, we're seeing for what you kind of do. I'm not sure, like, but being interactive and stuff like that, isn't that how you're supposed to do it? Because you have to
Yeah.
be creative, right? With like
Definitely, but
because a lot of people don't feedback.
the way that I've heard it done was more like the characters are more in depth with their fucking skills and shit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they got to use them in certain ways.
Oh yeah, see, that's exactly like how I was trying to have a problem because I tried to like define them. One was like the muscle, one not, But then I noticed when they do role like that, they have I guess skills are built up, so one is better at something with another. But I'm
They
like, man,
take fucking days to complete too.
It's so crazy. They even have wiki hows and stuff. I like click on it. I'm like, what the hell's this? And it kind of shows you, write this thing down. This process takes days and days. You're like, what the fuck? It kind of has some weird procedure. I think it's kind of funny, those wiki hows. Well, that was not bad for a first episode of the, like, I guess a try of the role play. I mean,
Well, our next one's gonna be the
real role play.
the real Dungeon Master one. Right? Are we gonna do that one?
I'm really interested in game to do one like that.
Hell yeah.
Because this one actually, I mean, yeah, I guess there was some. I was waiting for the dick jokes, but of course the dick had to come out.
Yeah,
I thought
Admiral
this
was on it.
I thought, yeah, it'd be the first thing. I'd take my pants off. First person to take their pants off. I'll take my pants off. First thing I do, roll to take my pants off.
Dicks out.
But I think that it would, I guess, yeah, be more fun with a lot more people because does it? I didn't know if it was a turn-based thing. Do you go in turns with each person?
Yeah, it goes Dungeon Master, player.
Dungeon. I like the idea of roleplay. That'd be fun if we should do this with people when they come over. You know, like murder. It's like a murder mystery. That'd be cool.
Like
Murder
Clue
mystery dinner.
almost.
Yeah, come over. You give them your card. You're this person. This is what's happening. You know, you gotta like figure out the murder and shit. Because have you been to one of those escape rooms before?
No.
Yeah, we did one of those when we were in Denver and shit, and it's pretty fun. They have, you kind of go through things, and they have different clues, and we had one, it was like a time travel room, and this computer was like talking to you, telling you which areas to go to kind of do each puzzle, so like setting up circuits and like matching the formulas or whatever they had to it. And it was like pretty sweet, and it was pretty fun, it was kind of expensive and stuff, but it was a pretty good idea, because I'm like, man, people come here every day, hey, fucking $40 to go in some room. Hey, you want to pay $40 to sit in my room for today? Yeah, sure.
For how long?
Play with these, flip these knobs. It's like an hour, I think. But it has like a whole list of things you kind of go through. And or it's until you complete it. So some people have completed it in like 30 minutes, and I think they give you the hour time limit. And I think we completed it in like 50-something minutes, so almost to the end.
Damn, you guys almost lost.
Yeah, well, everyone was like, gave up. It's like, half the people are like, they don't get it, you know? It's like, well, you got to like figure it out. It's a puzzle. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. Utah's got one. I think it closed.
They have a couple, no?
I don't know. I think it fucking closed. Maybe Get Out. Did Get Out close?
Oh, that escape room.
Yeah. Right down there by the homeless. It's another problem all in itself, dude. We were like talking about that not too long ago.
Homeless.
Yeah, dude.
What happened?
I guess we were talking about the homeless, but that's another thing. Got to get away from that.
Yeah, I was told that I was
Those
a
are some-
dickhead last time we talked about the homeless.
To who?
When we talked about them.
Oh.
And
Well,
I was like, I fucking hate them. And then my buddy's like, dude, you're an asshole. And I'm
Like-
like, I'm not an asshole, though.
They're like NPCs, dude, in this world right now, this like RP game. People don't understand it until you like live it. The way they walk through streets, the way they act, the way that even like when we did that Rockin' for the Homeless show, you showed up and they were handing out food and stuff, and there was watermelon and things like, all you brought is watermelon, and then like go to leave and like they only brought fucking watermelon and shit, and they had like the clothes and stuff they're handing out, and like the attitude here is much different. Like they have a demanding, controlling thing, and so much so people don't realize it because they think, you know, it's like a homeless thing. You think of people maybe that has like this mental like issue and stuff. This group of people here have been taking advantage of everything so much because I think there's so much kindness that's actually offered up, and so they've abused it so hard. So they have a weird like attitude where it's almost like entitled or something.
Yeah. So they only seen watermelon. They're like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, because
They should've brought
everyone.
us fucking Philly cheesesteaks.
Well, outside of the state, it seems crazy. But when I drive people around in my Lift, they'll come in from out of state, and they always will bring it up. They're like, "Man, I didn't realize it, but your homeless are much different." The one thing I get told is that they're aggressive. Like they come right up to you and ask. They're like one lady just straight up was like just pretty much demanding it. She's like, "I need $1. I need this $1 or whatever. This bus is, or the front runner or whatever is leaving." And she's like, "I guess there's a train that only goes." And I was like, "There is a train, but I'm like, that's yeah, it's not your problem, you know." And I kind of I mean, you kind of shelter to it sometimes when you see other homeless people like in Washington, they're like kind of sitting around like, "Oh, change, you know, this that." And you're kind of sad and stuff. These ones literally pursue you, or they'll jump in front of your car to try and assume like pretty much I feel like an insurance claim or something.
I don't know, dude. I absolutely fucking like. I feel bad for the people who are actual working class people and they lose their homes for some shitty situation like breaking their leg or something. But I feel like a lot of those people try to get out of there. But then even myself, when I find myself in the weekend and I'm like, should I go work on my car or should I just hang out and not do anything? I'd rather hang out and not do anything. It's easy. It's easy to be lazy.
Yeah.
So I feel like when someone gets thrown into that situation where they're automatically, you have no car, you have no bills, you have no this, you have none of that, but you can sleep in your tent like you're camping. I feel like a lot of people tend to get into that lazy mode, and then they just say, fuck it.
It's true,
This is my life now.
We're at the farmer's market yesterday, so Marcus and I volunteered for the SUA, this Southern Utah Wilderness Alignment or whatever. So it's like to help protect...
Keep Utah wild or whatnot?
Yeah, protect Utah or whatever and all that stuff, the Bears Ears thing. And so we were just like down there like to do the information and stuff. And in Pioneer Park we got there at 7 in the morning and they clear everyone out in the morning time. They can't force them out, but they tell them they can't be in the park. So it's pretty much like kind of like these homeless guys, they just step out to the part that's right by the road in between the sidewalk and there. So it's like the patch of grass. And a lot of them are just laying against trees and stuff. We were there from like 7 to 2. The two guys right behind us, none of them talked to each other. They weren't friends or nothing. They weren't even like looking at each other. They sat there the entire time doing nothing, not even looking, rolling around, sleeping, laying around, doing nothing. I imagine that's what they did to kind of move them over, And you just sit. I'm just like, they just sat. You have a whole beautiful Saturday, all day. I mean, you could even
They've probably already done it.
Walk to the park or something. They
Yeah,
just
think
lay
about
there.
that.
No, dude, like, what would you do if you were a single dude, you had no family, nothing, and someone's like, you have no job, you have no nothing, except for a shopping cart and a jacket and some pants. What are you going to do? What's your plan?
Probably stroll to Pioneer Park and spend the rest of my days there.
Well, that's the weird thing too, is that they're really young.
You're like, I'm going to give up. That's it. Game over, bro. No one's giving me handouts, man. Okay? It's bullshit.
That's probably exactly what they're...
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, though. There was this bum on my drive to work. I take State Street, and there's this oil Jiffy Lube company, and they have a sign holder, and this bum was the sign holder, and I can tell just by like his clothes and shit. And then I keep driving by, and a month later, he has nice clothes on. And I keep driving by, and he has a haircut. So, like, I think giving someone a job like that, even as simple as holding a sign, eventually will...
It eventually pays
help
off.
them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for instance, like, a lot of the homeless people that we see are, like, they say they're veterans or some shit, Vietnam vets. So I went to Wendover a couple of days ago with my parents and one of their coworkers, and I was just sitting there walking around minding my own business, and it gets really, like, I don't understand it, but after about being 3 hours in that casino, I start getting lightheaded.
Me too.
So I walked outside, and I'm just sitting out there hanging out, and then I yawn. And as soon as I yawn, this old dude, like super old dude, raggedy hair, he's like, if you're yawning at that age and this time, he's like, I don't think you should be out here gambling. And I'm just like, yeah, dude. I'm like, it's the casinos, there's a smoke. And he's like, oh, I understand what the smoke's like. He's like, back in Vietnam. And I'm like, you fought in Vietnam? He's like, yeah. Well, he's like, I fought back when I was 22 years old. I fought back there. And he's like, we used to smoke these cigarettes called plastic cigarettes. And they'd wrap up the fucking nicotine or whatever in plastic. And he's like, and then you'd smoke it, and the middle would burn away, but the plastic wouldn't. He's like, those were bad. He's like, but I fucking love them. And I was like, what are you doing now? He's like, oh, I'm just working hard and come here spending my money in the casinos like every other person. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking old dude. Like, he's ancient, and he's got a job, and he's coming to the casinos, and he's a Vietnam vet. And I'm like, what the fuck's everybody else's issue?
I don't know. It is weird.
Mental.
Yeah, I think that's what I was telling my mom, too, because I was like, that's one of the biggest problems we have. We talk about, like, homeless people or gun issues or all these, like, different issues, even if you want to go different things, life matter, all this. It's like all these issues described or hidden as, like, a mental health issue, There's, like, all these things. Like, that's not the problem, Like, the guns aren't the problem. The psycho shooting it might be the fucking problem, And in the same situation, that might rather be the problem, And so I don't know. I find I wish it would be able to where it was maybe if the government really wanted to help out, there's some kind of subsidy where you'd be like, hey, I want to get this guy. He doesn't have a place to work. I want to take these 10 guys off the street, have them be as temps for me. Portion of their paychecks goes to their pay to stay because this place is part of that, foundation for the whatever. So they go to their pay to stay part of it. So that's their location. They don't have to worry about the address. And then they get their money, basically as they kind of work slowly to do it. And it's like, well, there you go. It pays for their place to stay, pays their things, pays to get them on their feet, and then they're good to go.
But what those people don't see, what those people see is, I'm fucking busting my ass for 8 hours a day, and you're only giving me $9 an hour. It's like, no, I'm technically giving you 15, but
so
the
that's
other
a chance
percentage
you have
of
to
your,
take, though.
But the other well, no,
Because maybe there will be that one guy who's just been shit out of fucking luck,
and then he gets lucky with you coming by. But the other 8 people working for you are total shitheads, and they're taking advantage of the position. Yeah. But it's even if you do keep replacing them, it's still going to be that same constant problem where 1 out of 2 or 1 out of 3 people are just going to be, they're going to be golden gems until you find an entire crew of people. And then they finally get to that position where they're like, hey man, I've saved up $3,000. I've got me an apartment and I found me a new job where, I finally got all my orders, my social security number in order, my driver's license in order, and I'm moving on to a bigger, better place. It's like, congratulations, man. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to help you out. You helped me with my lawn mowing business or whatever the fuck I was doing. And I was paying you legitimately. I was paying you $12 an hour or whatnot, but you were only getting 6 because the other 6 were going to paying for your housing and your food or whatnot. And I know it took you a year or 2 to fucking save up enough money to get you a driver's license and your social security number and everything back in order. And it took a long time, and it seemed like I was ripping you off, but I wasn't. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't see that. If you were to go up to somebody and be like, hey, I'll pay you $6 an hour, and I'll give you a place to stay. It's not going to be the best place. And then I'll open you up an account so you can save your $6 an hour. They're going to be like, that's bullshit. I want $20 an hour, and I want a place to stay, and I want food.
That's pretty much the same thing they do with prisoners that are leaving prison with halfway houses. They make them work for a while until they can pay off a certain debt, and then they let them leave. But they're still on probation.
I think the reason people will be so against it is because right now in the streets, they can earn more money than me and you make legitimately working on cars.
Well, yeah, but then...
So why would they give,
I don't know,
why would they give that lifestyle up where they don't have to do nothing to make money?
It's that mental health issue, They can't...
You can always give them a test, a drug test, IQ test, and what do you want to do test, And if they're just like, you know what, fuck you, you don't have to take them.
Think they could be really smart people, but still be stuck in that lazy mindset where it's, I'm earning $120 a day sitting here asking from 9 to 5.
That's the difference, is nobody's asking them if they want a job or not.
It's true.
So if you give them that opportunity, maybe...
I doubt they still take it. I doubt they still take it.
It gets hard because it's like that saying where it's like if you take a horse to water, you can't force it to drink. So it's like...
Can if you break its legs.
Yeah, if I can put his face in the water, fucking drink.
It's like drowning.
Pour it in there. Yeah, there's probably a bit of that, but that's true. I feel like also, too, I feel like a lot probably wouldn't do it. You'd probably have a lot of pushback. But also, too, I feel like there's not a lot of opportunities for the ones that wouldn't, too,
I think the best thing to do is if you had a foundation set for that. Like, let's say you had a business that was looking for people to work for $10 an hour, and you also had a place for these people to stay. Mm-hmm. Like, let's even say 3 trailers or something for 2 people per trailer to stay. And you could be like, I can offer you guys to stay here. And you'd work for me for $6 an hour.
Actually, a good example is A good example is Converted Voices, that group that we work with or whatever. That they put all this stuff on for the homeless and all that. They actually, when they moved here, they came and they had nothing, so they started off homeless. They came here homeless, didn't know where else to go. Ended up getting into the shelter, and they have all these rules. They're like, hey, you have to be in by this time, you have to do this, you come here by this, you do this, you work there and stuff. They did it. They were there for a few months. They got them in the positions, got them the job, got them all the stuff. They moved out in different positions, moved up to a pay to stay. A couple years later, bam, they're already in their place. They have their own spot. They have all their stuff. They're out of the shelter. They had done the jobs in position,
They just had rules and structure.
All they had to do was follow the rules. And they said it was usually full. A lot of people were doing it, but a big portion as well wouldn't. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, though that's what happens with those places is they have rules and regulations to get you moving in life. So let's just say there was no homeless. There was 0 people homeless, right? And all of a sudden one day there was 3 people that were homeless. They went to that place, they could succeed. But there's hundreds and hundreds of people that are homeless, and a large number of those people don't want help. They choose that lifestyle. So this building that is supposed to help and filter out people and like help them get back on their feet is being clogged up by greedy people who don't want that help. They just want to take advantage of that soup kitchen, get in there, let me get my soup, let me get my sandwich, let me get out, let me get a place to sleep. It's like, are you here for help or are you just here for the soup and the sandwich? I'm here for just the soup and the sandwich and a place to sleep. I honestly don't give a shit about tomorrow or the day after. But then you get a family, like a mother and her kids, and they want to get in there. Guess what? You can't because everything's reserved. There's only a certain amount of people those places take per day. And usually they're taken up by people who don't give a shit about getting back on their feet. Yeah. So, like, let's say there's a mother and her kids or a father and his kids who want to get back on their feet. They can't even get in the building.
That's
because
why I
there's
say
tons of
get a
people
test,
who don't
dude.
give a shit.
Yeah,
Fill out the test.
And that's the biggest issue is there's way more people who are homeless who don't give a shit about getting help. They'd rather sleep under a bridge than there's room for the people who want help and can be helped out.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be cool to be able to have the opportunity maybe to help them out, but yeah, it's like the same thing.
It's just filtering out. Like it's like you were saying earlier.
It's like the guy with the golden voice.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen that one. He was bad on his luck, dude. And all he just needed was a YouTube.
But the thing is what was mainly probably holding him down is he probably couldn't get into a homeless shelter. He probably couldn't stay the one night or stay the couple nights because there's people that are taking advantage of the system. Just like the guys you said at the park who they come to the park where there's people willing to help you and they go, oh, you only have watermelon? Well, fuck you. Why don't you have steaks and cheeseburgers for us? It's like, this isn't...
I don't know, man. Have you ever worked in that? Have you ever done it? Like a soup kitchen sort of deal? Volunteer work?
No.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that actually want to get back on their feet.
There are a lot. Like when we did that thing for the Rockin' for the Homeless with the Converted Voices, we had a lot of clothing and stuff, and a lot of them, they did be like, what is this? You know, but so many people were like, oh, this is awesome, you know, thank you for helping and stuff. But of course, you know.
Of course, you're going to have a shit ton of freeloaders. And
yeah, it's like the 50. I guess you have that with all walks of life, and that's where I feel there's that mental.
What I'm saying is
you still have that with fucking rich people, dude.
I still you have it with millennials, you know. You have like these people who are like, I don't want it, you know, it's entitlement, where they don't realize that the problem's within, you know, like, oh, where instead of, oh man, I didn't study hard enough to get the best test scores to get that position, you know. That wasn't the problem. The problem was this guy is an asshole and he knew somebody, you know. Oh, the reason why I didn't get this is because he cheated, you know. Yeah. Instead of being like, damn, you know, if I would have like
done
everything.
I'm not saying a lot of people don't want it.
He's like, dude, last time you came up as an asshole.
No. I'm just saying there's a lot more people who are entitled than there are people who...
Everybody's like that. Fucking, I read a story about Scottie Pippen where they call him no tippin' Pippen. Millionaire dude, played with the Bulls, you know, has a lot of money, goes to a restaurant and fancy one, doesn't tip. Why? Shit. Because he's entitled as fuck. He's like, fuck these guys, they're making a paycheck.
Yeah, that's some
fuck
bullshit.
You, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Hey, that's what I think we should do next. I think maybe we can even get together. We should get together. We'll go Lost Mines. We're taking us White House. We're coming at you. But that'll be on the next episode.
Wait, what?
Next episode.
Yeah, dude. On the next episode, we're going to storm White House, dude. We're coming at them. Or not the White House. We'll just do it here, local capital. We'll first start with local government.
We can actually go in there and just walk around. It's free.
Anybody and get some questioning and stuff. Be like, dude, Herbert, you got freaking some splaining to do.
Yeah, dude, what's going on with this fucking...
Help us.
Net neutrality.
Yeah,
what's his name? Hatch.
Yeah, we already got into some deep shit already, but it's been going on for a minute, so yeah.
That was a role-playing episode.
Should we go eat some
good.
Pizza?
Yeah, let's get some pizza.
Pizza.
Thanks for coming along the journey. See you next time.
Captain, the ship's been destroyed. You've probably noticed. The ship's 99% gone.
It's hard to notice. The only thing I can notice is that delicious beard.
Thank you, Captain. I've been using past beard oils from Blunt Earth.
Great Scott.
Banff Beatles, you say? Banff. Where can I get these?
At BrickAnderson.com with a 25% discount at the end of the podcast.
How do I get this 25% off?
You gotta listen to the end of the podcast, or you can just scroll to the end of the podcast and go listen to the last 5 minutes, but then you'd be missing out on a lot of cool shit.
Roger that.
I'll be sending you the broadcast.